I hope that if you share in this Captain Coleslaw Outdoors experience with me over the years, you've noticed that there's one big storyline that I really like to hit on in regards to my personal connection with the outdoors, which are my origin stories. I'd like to talk about the things that I've done, the places I've been, and the understanding of the natural world that I've developed going into those areas and exploiting the natural resources that are there, whether it be up at camp, hunting, fishing, foraging. I've been here to tell you about the stories that have connected my soul with learning about the natural world in order to become who I am today. But not every story has to be about the beginning. This video is capping out what I like to think is the origin saga of my existence here as an outdoorsman on this planet, and is moving into the next saga, which is my legacy. So I'm actually walking a property right now, which my wife and I were able to buy and build a house on for our daughter Nora, who's been able to be blessed with the opportunity to grow alongside nature in a place that I could not write a better script for. I mean, we're literally watching deer out the window. We're identifying salamanders and plants and trees together. She is embracing all the things that mommy and daddy like to do in the great outdoors. And that, quite frankly, is where everything that I learn about or have learned about in my lifetime is going to be cultivated. It's that future generation. And I need to spend more time focusing on making sure that that legacy continues than creating content here on YouTube to talk about where I've been. So this video is kind of the cap out of the Captain Coleslaw Odyssey experience. The story's done from where I've been, but where I'm going, that's a whole nother story in itself that you should just, hold on for the ride, because we don't know where it's gonna go, but it's gonna be amazing. So to round out this video, talking about moving into the next chapter of my life, I want to show you a hunt that I committed myself to making the last hunt that I brought you here on YouTube. So I'm going to take you through my archery season, where I ended up shooting an absolute slammer Pope and Young buck, something that I would have never thought in 10,000 lifetimes I'd ever have a chance to get a shot at. And I did it using the resources and the education and the hunting opportunities that I have, but I never would have thought that this is the animal that I would bring you an episode on to show you how the Captain Coleslaw storyline flips over from the past to the future. So it's been a really tough rut. It was like drought conditions basically most of the year. So the deer motion that I had on camera was pretty much at night, even the rutting activity, until about mid-November. So I sat probably 12 times over the course of the October part of the archery season, and I saw some does and some small bucks, but I really got my butt kicked is what happened. And it took until the middle of November, 2 weeks before the season ends, before I really started some heavy rutting activity and got a shot at a deer that is just an unbelievable experience to be able to bring any part of on camera. So this video is committed to showing you how my kind of reading of the landscape and understanding deer biology when it comes to where those bucks want to be during the rut, how they use their landscape to find does for breeding, and ultimately how my opportunity at a once-a-lifetime buck went down, that I cannot wait to share with you as the final video here on the Odyssey playlist here for Captain Coleslaw. Now where we go next from here, no clue. But not all stories are about a beginning. This one is about the end of this chapter of my doing here on Captain Coleslaw Outdoors with a buck that you are going to want to see. Most of the experience was caught on film. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the more important parts were a little bit hazy, but it kind of went down in a way that nobody would have expected. But without further ado, enjoy this video. This is Captain Coleslaw Outdoors. Check this Pope and Young whitetail out and how it all went down in the craziest hunt I've ever had to date, and one that I will cherish forever because of what it did, not for just for me, but for the legacy I'm leaving. we're walking in here, and you can see the corn behind me. When I get up the trail here, about another 100 yards or so, I'm going to cross over the hayfield that's on the other side of that corn, and it's going to take us to the top of this real huge drainage that the deer bed on. Now they bed out at the end of it because it bends back, it doubles back on a point, and all the buck bed right there on that point, so they can kind of see and wind on either side of the bedding during the day. But they'll pop out and they'll walk the edges of this transition at night to check scrapes and look for those. So it's really crunchy. I'm glad I don't have to walk into the woods. It's actually kind of a benefit to walk in through the field. But when we get on the other side of that, we're just gonna real slow, carefully pay attention to scrape activity. And if we can find a real nice scrape, this corn is connected by the transition that I am mentioning to corn that's at the other end of this field. So that if we can get on that scrape line, maybe do some rattling and some calling, use the wind to kind of camouflage our approach. When those bucks do come out into the field, rather than them going straight to the corn where the does want to gravitate to, we might be able to get them to come check a scrape that's transitioning between those cornfields and get a shot at one while we got this cold front moving deer maybe a few minutes earlier than they normally would. So I'm gonna get up here. We're gonna cross the hayfield now, see if we can find a scrape. This is exactly what I did last year, and I didn't film it, but I killed one of the nicest bucks of my life within 10 feet of me on this. This is where having a saddle works, because whatever tree we find, we're gonna set up right on it and use that as kind of the bouncing point where we can set up between these cornfields and hopefully kill a buck. All right, y'all, so if you're watching this, you just watched the clip where I was out on that field line trying to get one of those bucks at last light, and we got close, but we didn't get real good footage or good lighting to show you kind of how it all played out. Well, that only gets worse with this next little sequence, which I have zero footage from because it literally happened so fast that I didn't even have time to get a GoPro fired up, get an introduction, or catch any of the footage. I was caught with my pants down. So I want to tell you the real quick story of what happened, and then get you back into the action so you can see how it all finished up, because that footage is pretty awesome. So the very next day, I did not hunt it in the morning. I actually went out around 2:30 with my brother-in-law Levi and my uncle Willard. We went right back into that same field because I knew there was deer activity, and we all had stands around that property within 200 yards of each other that we could all sit in and help each other out if something were to go down and we needed some assistance. Well, when we're walking in on the trail, it's the exact same trail we walked in on, and I peeled on over the field edge down into that edge where I was hanging out in my saddle, where I left my ladder peg stands the night before. And I no more than got to my stand around 3:10. Peeled off from the guys 2 minutes prior, got climbed up in the tree and safety saddled in, when I hear the deepest, lowest grunt that I've ever heard from a deer. It was a tending grunt. And 35 yards off to my left, there's a doe with this giant buck in the honeysuckles underneath the understory brush, just coming right at me, and they're 30 yards from me. My bow is on the ground in the bowstring. Well, he starts making a rub. She's just moseying around feeding, and I have to get my bow up into the tree. So I literally roll my bow up as quick as I could, straight up the tree. I got the sun to my back, I got the wind in my face, and these deer have no idea I'm there. And the last thing they're worried about is being hunted. And what ended up happening was another smaller 8-point came into the area, grunting and causing a scene, and that big buck started making a rub approximately 25 yards from me, and I drew my bow and got ready for him. The doe comes right at me, and he goes right with her. They get 15 yards from me, right behind me from where I was hunting the other day. They were in the woods, not in the field. And I'm sitting there, full draw, knock right on. So what you're about to watch is the footage from the shot to the recovery, and you're not gonna wanna miss this. Oh, praise Jesus. Guys, there's a little 8-point behind me, but you're never gonna believe this. I've been in the stand for 5 minutes, and I just shot the biggest buck of my life by a long shot. So a doe came out right behind me and came right into me, and this buck was just merp, 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 grunting and grunting and grunting right behind me. And it was the big 10-point that I've been watching. And he started breeding her right there, and the moment he bred, he gave me a shot. Double lunged him, smoked him. He's dead. He's down in this bottom. Oh my God. I gotta call Levi. He's right over here. I didn't have any footage, but this recovery is gonna be epic. He's crashing right now. Oh my God, he just went down. Oh my God. I gotta call Levi. Let me get footage of this. This is unbelievable.
Sure knows how to screw up another guy's hunt, doesn't he?
Holy cow. I texted him. I said, there's a doe in front of my stand. when I walked in. And he calls me. Why the f*** are you calling me? I shot the biggest buck I've ever seen. That is not an underestimate either. I mean, I know excitement can control emotion because I'm guilty of this in the past. I'm pretty sure I got this one right. Okay. Because the 2.5-year-old 8-point who came in after him would have been the buck that last year I was like, I just shot a big one. Okay. Willer brought up a good point. Hopefully he has 2 antlers though. He smashed this tree going down through so
he
quick.
probably busted them off.
Either that or he kicked the tree over. I want to find my arrow and then show you guys where he lay. You watched him fall. What's that? You watched him fall. Yeah. Like he went down, boom, boom, and then I heard him quack, quack. Like he couldn't hold himself together. Yeah. He went down and got back up. And then another 8-point coming right below me. I filmed him. Two bucks. 2 legal bucks. 2 legal bucks. In 4 minutes. That's where that one of those nicer bucks came out yesterday. And that's about where he was yesterday when I didn't get a shot at him. That's the 10-point I think I saw last night. Like I said, I saw 2 bucks.
You should probably go in right where you shot so you can figure where your arrow is.
Yeah, I'm going to find the arrow. This is my tree. It'll be right down in there.
Did he tell you he didn't even have his bow pulled up?
Yeah. He was on the freaking ground.
I can see him.
Yeah.
Laying right there.
He's right there.
Yeah, I can smell him now, Levi.
I don't see the arrow though. It would have a luminoc on it.
Where'd you say you shot? Right here?
Right here. Right where you're standing.
What tree were you in? There's 3 aspen trees up there. That's a pretty far shot.
He ran right through here. You can see where he's... That's my eyes are fucked up. There's blood right there.
Oh yeah.
Good blood. Double line for sure. I don't know if the arrow ever left him. Let's find that out real quick.
Oh, I found all 4 of your arrows right here.
How many times did you shoot?
Stroke your quiver.
Well, they just pulled out.
No, it broke.
Well, that's unfortunate. You're both quiverless. I haven't quivered yet. This is making up for it.
There's your arrow right there.
Yep.
Right down through here. Well, he's piled up. Oh, he's a beauty. Oh my. That's a hammer. God, that's the sticker.
That's not the buck you had on video, though. This buck is not the 10-point. This is that 8-point with the extra horn.
Got more than 8, dude.
Holy freaking bullseye. Let's freaking go! Wow.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Nice buck.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's an incredible buck.
Wow.
Look at that big hole. Look at that big hole by that sticker.
Yeah. Yeah, right here. Are you joking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That's crazy.
You want to go nuts with it?
Yeah.
Nice buck.
Let's freaking go.
That's gargantuan. That's awesome.
Nice. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a hell of a buck.
That's fine.
That's a serious hole in there.
Yeah. I hit him right in the freaking neck. Quartered in, must have went right in. Took his heart out.
Came out. Right there.
Heart shot.
Wow.
Look at all the ticks.
Stick, dude.
What a buck.
Nice.
Pretty deer. Yeah. Red, colorful.
See?
Stinky. I didn't know they made them like this. I thought they
I'm
were
gonna follow some of
very
these
narrow.
little. We cut the horns off for you, Gino.
Thank God he didn't break the horns off like you were implying. My soul would
Well, I'll
be
tell you what, the way he
shattered.
was piled up here, he could have.
Yeah, well, he hit something hard up there and then stumbled back this way.
Oh yeah, you can see where he's.
Yeah, he wiped out like right through here.
Boy, Lumpy's gonna crap himself.
I'm gonna turn one like this a little.
Lumpy does the same thing every year. He gets
excited.
anxious.
I'm gonna call him.
All right, you can just send those to me. Cool. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
This is why I pass bucks up.
I won't look at a freaking 2-year-old the same way again.
You can't shoot a buck like Lumpy shot and expect to get one like this.
Nope. I can't believe that side. That palmation, all those little points. You gotta be 20.
He's 20 at least on the outside, I'd say. Well, I can't reach quite 10. He's pushing the 20-inch mark though.
Well, we're about to haul this deer out of here. What a freaking event. That was crazy. Persistence and perseverance. You know, that's kind of the theme of the game here. That's how we were able to get it done. But at the same time, there's a lot more to life than killing a buck. And we really skirted that on the edge to make this happen. But lesson learned. You're only gonna get success and luck when preparation beats opportunity. Today it all worked and we got all that. And now we can get on with life. So thank you for watching this episode. Like and subscribe. It's just a man and nature together. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey, and I'll see you on the next one. Whew.
That's the one I passed up. I'm waiting another year. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. You're about to witness the official tagging.
I would put a hole in that ear.
They know what they're doing. They don't have the freaking zip tie, do
I'd wrap it around that
Yeah,
friggin'
I
horn.
wouldn't even tag it, Tom. Get down.
I can censor that, don't worry.
Wow. He would get your attention, wouldn't he?
Go ahead, pet him. Go ahead, pet him. Yeah, there's yucky bugs there. Go ahead, pet him. Pet him on the nose. You gonna pet him? Yeah, pet him. Nora, look.